Hey, church family, this is Pastor Jim. I just wanted to share a follow-up from the message I gave last Sunday, and I had forgotten what text it was, but I was talking about how Jesus speaks to us in His Word, and He says in Luke chapter 8, this is the reference I forgot to mention, Luke chapter 8, verses 18. He says, "So be sure to pay attention to what you hear. To those who are open to my teaching, more understanding will be given. But to those who are not listening, even what they think they have will be taken away from them." And I use the example of when I was a high school math teacher. Before we would give a chapter test, we would usually have a review day in class. And I would give the students a paper and I would say, now this is a review day. You're not going to be graded on this work, but I want you to do it and we'll go over the answers so that you understand the types of things that are going to be on the test. And so usually two things would happen. The students who paid really good attention on the review day had a better chance of getting a good score on the exam. And the students who thought that they knew the items in the chapter, if they slacked off or didn't pay attention on the review day, the problems that they thought they knew how to complete, they would sometimes forget when it came time to taking the actual test. And so that's an example of what Jesus is saying here, is that when we listen to His Word, we need to take heed, because if we are open to understanding what Jesus is saying, He's going to give us more spiritual insight into His Word and into God's will for our lives and into the meaning of what He is teaching, especially in the parables. But if we resist what Jesus has to say to us, then even what we think we understand spiritually will be taken away. Even what we think we understand will not be valuable when it comes to meeting Christ. And so it's a strong warning from Jesus, but an important one. Luke chapter 8, verse 18. "So be sure to pay attention to what you hear."